Alright YouTube, the other day I got on the 140, cranked it and ran it around a little bit, and then it sounded mighty dry to me. My uncle is working with a garden that the church has got a grant for, his church has got a grant for, and there's a boy working for him whose daddy had these rolling cultivators, so they do a really nice job, but it sounded dry to me. I want to show y'all how to check the transmission fluid in these. I'm almost certain that this transmission is the same in the A, the B, the BN, the 100, 130, 140. I think the C and Super C, and of course then the 200, 230 and all, but I'm certain about that. So what we got to do first, even back then engineers were a pain. The check plug is behind this brake rod here, so we got to pull this cotter pin, pop that pin out, and get that brake rod out of the way. And all right, so with brake rod disconnected, right here next to this hump is a plug, and it's different. It seems to me slightly different on different things. This one is a 5/16 female pipe plug, so we got to pull that out. This is the check plug. You pour oil into it until it comes out of here. Doing this with one hand is a lot of fun. The main transmission feel is right here beside the shifter. Clean it off. There's, at least on mine, there's always crud and stuff in there. I'll wire brush it off and make sure nothing's going to fall in when we pull it out. It is a 1/2 inch female pipe plug, and just aggravating. I should have brought a ratchet, but there we go. The nice thing about them is once they break loose, they're pretty easy. Then it's just a matter of filling here until it just runs out down here. So y'all will probably see this before I do. We just add I like to add it slowly so it doesn't pile up right here and give you a false full. Alright, there it goes. So I let it settle and pour just a little bit more in it, maybe another cup full. You can overfill these, and it's not, well, never a good idea to overfill anything, but when you overfill these, what they tend to do is tell on you and your seals back here, and leak through into your brake drums and straps, and weep out on the back end anyway, which is obviously reverse of what you did. I clean my plug off up here. This order doesn't really matter. You can put the check plug in first. Same thing on the bottom. Cleaned it out. Off rather. Hold your mouth just right because you're reaching in around the tire. Said those engineers putting stuff in not the best places. Not just a recent thing. The original design of this was from the 1930s. They were doing it then. But we'll get that all tightened in there. Brake rod goes back up and in. Using the wrong hand. And my cotter pin goes back here. Won't bend. I said I was going to. This side up. And that's in there. I'm going to do one more thing to this tractor that I'm not sure has ever been done to it, and I bet is one of the most overlooked things that you can have on one of these. So this one is a 12 volt, but it's a 12 volt generator tractor. And these generators have oil cups for the bushings in them, and little spring-loaded dust caps on them. Occasionally they call for a little bit of oil in them. It's light machine oil. I've got liquid wrench, and to be perfectly honest, I got this because we've been using their products around here for a long time, and I found out this was a North Carolina based company, or at least initially at some point. So we're going to put some of that in the generator. It's not noisy, but just a little bit, because if you overdo it, you gum it up. This bushing obviously is really close to your brushes back there, so I'm going to add that. So I did that. This one I wonder if it's clogged up because I barely put any oil in it, and a lot of it ran down the housing here, but got that checked off the list. Let's crank it up and see if it's a little quieter. Sometimes she needs choke, sometimes she doesn't. This time, no. She is mighty cold natured. Mighty cold natured. Let's see how we sound. Second gear. Well, guys, I don't know. It still seems mighty noisy to me, but it is a straight cut Farmall. I don't think the BN's quite that noisy. I've never actually thought about it side by side. Thanks, guys, for watching. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll catch you next time.